We've all got this specialness about us. We've all got something that's meant to be here, right now, right in this moment of time. I feel like I'm meant to be here right now in this moment in time. I'm Donna and I have a beautiful shop in Avebury called Elements of Avebury. Avebury in Wiltshire is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's 6,000 years old and it's the largest stone circle in Europe. When you walk around Avebury, it gives you a sense of belonging. It gives you a sense of the many millions of people that have walked the same path that you're walking over those years that this stone circle has been here. It gives you a sense of freedom. It gives you a sense of love. And it gives you a sense of something that you can believe in. The magic here is beautiful. We're right in the centre. Elements of Avebury is right in the middle of this stone circle. So I think if we went into my cellar, you'd probably find that it's the centre. The kind of work I do is create spiritual jewellery. I work with crystals. And so capturing all of that energy as you make something and you create something. When I choose the crystals, all of them have got different energies, and bringing that together into a bracelet, into a mala, into something that started off as one thing and is going to end up as something completely different. I feel like there's, even though you're tying things up into a circle, you're also unravelling things as well for somebody, because they're getting that opportunity to take that away, wear it, and take a little bit of Avebury with them, and take a little bit of the crystals with them, and take a little bit of the magic with them, so that they, when they go home to out of control life, when they go home to stress and not knowing, something in them will know, something in them will start to know. Lost people, or people who are, even people that are in the really heavy masculine corporate world, they come here for a day, they walk around, and they always say, well, I feel completely different having come into your shop. That simple feeling of difference, that's what I'm looking for. It doesn't have to be a massive life change like what's happened to me. It can be a simple subtlety of, wow, Avebury made me feel like that today. My previous job was with a Formula One company. I was doing 60-hour weeks regularly. I wasn't getting any downtime. I was taking work home with me. All of my personal life was suffering. I didn't see friends. I didn't see my grandchildren. I wasn't spending time with my husband. And all of those things that you really need to nurture your soul were missing for me. It was like somebody tapped me on the shoulder and said, it's time for you to leave now. And at first, because of ego, because of materialism, because of money, I was like, no chance, I'm not leaving. I've got this great job, I'm paid this great wage, I can do whatever I want. I'm not leaving. And so when that tap on the shoulder came again, 6 months later, I just said, you know what, I'm done, I'm leaving. And I did, with no job. And here I am, and really I've just followed that dream. I genuinely believe that the reason I'm here is to help people. The reason I'm here is to give people guidance, to help them on their path, to talk about subtle changes, so that those of us that need a loud noise suddenly say, maybe I don't need a loud noise, maybe I'm missing the point here. Somebody sent me their photo and I was making a piece of jewellery for them, looking at the photo, and suddenly realised that I had such a strong connection to their needs and their path and the crystals that they needed. And the guides that I work with for the normal jewellery all came in, and suddenly it felt like we were working with that person's specific energy, with the photograph, the crystals that were being chosen by me for her. When I sent her the item, she sent me the most beautiful email saying, Donna, this is incredible. I've never had a piece like this before. And that kind of got me onto a bit of a roller coaster with it then. So then I started to make the mala and realised that it was a very similar energy, in that if I have somebody's picture, or if they're stood in front of me and I have the opportunity to really commune with them, suddenly all these gates were opening and spiritual jewelry or sacred jewelry was being born specifically for that person's energy. Over the last 2 years, that's exploded for me. I've got spiritual people all over the world phoning me, sending me a picture through email, and I literally create a piece that's for their path. I always feel it's a bit of a psychic reading without the psychic reading, because I don't do that, but they get with their jewellery a message that comes directly from spirit. So they get their piece of jewellery, this beautiful message, and the crystals that they need for their path. Sometimes we just need to stop and breathe. You know, when I think back to our ancestors, they wouldn't have had all this noise and stuff going on for them, and so, you know, they set up these beautiful sites to, you know, to come and celebrate life and death and birth and marriage, and it was simple. And we've made it complicated, and it doesn't need to be complicated always. Of course life has to happen, and the life that we live in has to happen, but the complexity and the complication of it all, that doesn't need to be there always. When I look back on my life, there have been times when I 100% know that something magical is happening. And I came here just on the off chance to have a drink in the pub and then ended up with the shop. I think Avebury called you in, and I think she decides if you're staying and if you don't stay. This is my life, it's my dream, it's my, you know, I don't feel like I'm coming to work at all. It's just like, I open up this door, I say hi to the shop says hi to me. It's just like this lovely bond in this beautiful place. And through my life, I've had options with lots of materialism, and I took those paths. But I've come out the other side, and I've realised that they weren't all right for me. That actually being spiritual, being whole, being my feminine side, my energy, is where I'm supposed to be. Avebury's where I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be here making jewellery.